Yes, my friend, this is Salazar, aka Dakshinamurti from tlug.com.
So today I saw a video with Stefbot and three people that supposedly represented the deterministic worldview. Stefbot, very well-known anarcho-capitalist philosopher and proponent of metaphysical libertarianism. Metaphysical libertarianism is a philosophical theory that defends the existence of free will. Okay. Now, there may be various ways to justify free will, or to account for free will, or to describe what free will is inside metaphysical libertarianism. Some people may say it's an emergent property of matter, energy. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that free will is either a property or an entity or a force or whatever it is that escapes causality, enabling us to possess what is understood to be real freedom of choice. So, Stefan never really defended his position. All he did in this video is assume the role of a Socrates character and try to confront the determinists with questions that naturally arise from their own statements, leading them to reflect on their own positions, and that's perfectly valid. What I didn't like about the video was basically that Stefbot kept interrupting. Also, I have to question the motivation behind his choice of his opponents, meaning that these people are probably very intelligent, but they are English impaired, meaning that the language barrier was totally obvious in this debate. They were at a disadvantage, okay? And this isn't very fair. I bet Stefan Molyneux could have chosen people that knew how to speak English better and would be, just for that fact, better adversaries, more articulate, faster, etc. Now, also another thing that I didn't like about the video was that Stefan Molyneux, during the entire debate, kept misrepresenting, also known as strawmanning, the deterministic position, and also willingly or not, and it would be kind of serious if it's not intended, because it would indicate a lack of intelligence, severe lack of intelligence on Stefan Molyneux's part. He kept establishing non sequiturs. To all of you who may not know what a non sequitur is when you draw certain conclusions, or you infer something out of something else in a totally arbitrary manner, meaning that the conclusion or the inference does not follow from the premises. Non sequitur means exactly does not follow. Okay, so it is very clear. I recommend that you watch the debate very closely, and you will find all sorts of moments where Stefan Molyneux takes for granted things that are totally absurd. And that I was watching it and I was thinking to myself, how can this guy be so dumb? And I know he's not dumb, so what's his intention? What's he thinking? Now, because I don't have a choice, I cannot be right or wrong. What the hell is this logic? What the hell is this? There is no truth or falsehood in determinism? Are you kidding me? Okay, does he really think that determinists think there is no such thing as right or wrong, truth or falsehood, or even ethics? I'm sorry, but he should have studied his lesson better. For what I know, there's lots of determinist philosophers, for example, compatibilists, that are moralists, meaning they're not nihilists. And yeah, you do not need free will to defend ethics. And this could be the topic for other videos. That's a very interesting and very important topic to debate. In what manner can we not have a free will and still be able to speak about ethics, even objective ethics, objectively relative ethics? Okay. But what I defend, what I believe, is that you do not need to have free will. To me, free will is likely to be false. I'm not saying it is false. Nobody knows exactly. What we do know is that we experience choice. We experience that choice as being free or internally generated, and this is not very probable in the light of the available evidence. Till someone can explain how some entity or force known as free will can operate without a strict causal link, we have to say, if we care about being serious, that the burden of proof is on people that defend the existence of that possibility, namely something working outside the bonds of causality. Okay? Also, it doesn't seem very likely to me that if determinism is true, which is the most likely scenario in my opinion, that the future is not predetermined. So I would really like it if someone could explain how can this all be linked causally, and everything following from what happened before, and in every given particular circumstance, a given outcome is the only outcome that could have been generated with that universe of circumstances that were in place. Well, how can the future not be predetermined? So I would really like to know. It'd be cool. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is philosophy. You don't need to be depressed about this. I was depressed when I first got around to thinking about free will versus determinism. I spent over a week in utter depression. I ultimately realized you don't have to be depressed about stuff like this. And it has little bearing on your day-to-day life. And you don't need free will to believe in ethics and to derive and abstract valid ethical principles. So this was Salazar from tlug. Be cool.